Dude, did you hear about that foiler that like cut somebody's fingers off the other day?
Cut his own fingers off, right?
His own fingers? And they had to look for his fingers?
Did they find him?
I don't think so. That's fish bait, baby.
It's right here.
How's it? You know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Dude, I've been thinking about this. Is surfing the new golf? Expensive wave pools. Boards are expensive. Husbands want to get away from their wives all day. It's the new golf, dude. Aren't fins expensive? I saw people making fun of Rob Machado's fins. They're
$200.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
See, we're turning into the golf culture, dude.
Surfing used to be cheap.
Yeah, you just
That's why it was counterculture.
get an old board from your grandma's house and smoke a doobie and go surf all day. It's not counterculture anymore.
Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to bring back a core store merch brand, and it's like $10 a shirt.
$10, some fins made out of I don't know, credit cards.
Well, they're making the fins for like $8 and selling them for $200. So we could make them and sell them for $20.
Yeah, but then we won't make money. I don't know. Like surfing's just gotten so expensive. There's all these private wave pools, and it's just like, is it the new golf culture?
Yeah, wave pools.
They're the new golf courses.
Mm-hmm.
And Raymana's like the drink lady, the cart girl.
Raymana is a cart girl.
Come on now.
Should we do this?
Come drop into the West Peak with us. Let's do it. Who's this? Oh, is that February?
Is this? Oh, Mikey February. Is anyone throwing sauce around like Mikey February?
Dude, those
watch his turn. Look. And look at him. Look at the guy. Like, you want some sauce with this guy? How sick. Go, rewind.
What, rewind?
Rewind. He's going in the turn. And look at this down cart. Oh my god, that was smooth jazz, y'all. Look at this sauce,
dude.
Normal people put like a little bit sauce in their salad.
Yeah,
it's like there's more sauce than salad with him.
Dude,
and
extra
I'm not
sauce.
Mad.
No, I like it. He's got the perfect amount of sauce. Well, like I always order extra Big Mac special sauce.
Right, it's like a bowl of sauce with your Big Mac,
but it's just enough.
If Curran's our guiding star,
yeah,
the amount of sauce Mikey's doing, it's like a lot of sauce. Like Curran probably only did a little bit because he was more focused on the power of the turns and stuff.
Did they even know what drop knee was back then?
Right.
It hadn't been invented.
I feel like now we're like, we just want more.
Drop that knee, boy.
Oh, I saw this new Jin's here. He's
Whoa.
a pro surfer.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess he surfs pipeline now.
Really?
And he does this on the way out.
Dude,
you don't even have to surf anymore. Do you know how this dancing started?
I've heard that it's from the Irish dancing.
So this is Irish dancing?
Yeah.
And I guess back in the day, the English,
yeah,
Irish people were like slaves to the English people.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And they're like, y'all can't. One of the main rules is y'all can't dance.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to dance, so they found a way around it.
Yeah, look.
So they could dance.
Like
their feet could. Yeah, imagine put a window.
It looks like he's just jumping over.
Yeah,
a few
so if the English are looking through a window and they just see him, they're like, yeah, I guess he's not dancing.
Yeah, he's just
kind of. They're like, what was that foot?
Yeah, it looks like he's just got something
just cruising around.
Maybe he's got some toilet paper.
They probably
stuck.
had like a broom in their hand.
But they're just having fun down below.
Like, I don't know.
In the comments, is that true? Uh-oh. How it feels asking your bro to rub sunscreen on your back.
Look at his waist. Hello, everyone. Who wants sunscreen?
Dude, do you hate him because he blocked you on Instagram?
I love Gabriel. He's just
too serious.
Some people just. Why is it so easy?
I know.
Oh my gosh, this is wetsuits back in the day.
Wetsuits, which sold in surfing magazines for only $11.
No way.
The mummy suit.
Is that Griffin?
Is this Griffin?
That's his mom.
You always needed a helping hand to put it on.
Who thought of this?
Still a little cold, yeah. Move it. Take it off quick. It's freezing.
Griffin.
Jeez, look at the core lord.
The stance.
Look at the trucks.
Is that Frankenrider?
Is that Donnie?
Donnie's looking for a
Look at that. The way
ukulele.
you check the surf.
That's definitely Larry Hamilton.
Life was so much better then.
I know.
So much simpler.
Look, you didn't even have to walk fast.
There's no phones. You just walk around thinking nothing.
I know. I miss it.
Like no phones telling you need to be notified about anything.
Uh-oh, it's your
He's
boy.
back. The Speedo Pro.
Dude, let's get you on one.
This is the next Ben Gravy.
Dude.
Who wants dong?
Gosh.
He's so ripped.
He's probably hasn't had a carb in years.
Is that what it is? How'd he catch that wave? It's because he on a Speedo?
The Speedo helped.
Jeez.
So Alana got mad at you. Let's cut to the clip. What is she doing?
Here's my butt, and let's surf. More butt. Alana's known the rules for so long.
Speaking of the rules.
It is speaking of the rules, how did you feel about Sterling Spencer and the
Like calling
and
me out?
He's dissing you about knowing the rules.
He's dissing me on my butt.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
At first I was like, oh shit, like this I wasn't like bummed, but I was kind of like, oh, I'll just ignore it. Like, I guess he's right. Like, but then I was like, you know what? I need to like be like, I gotta embrace it because I do show my butt. I think he's hilarious. I feel like nobody should take anything too serious.
I couldn't help but laugh. So
And
much.
I just wrote him back. I'm like, you should show your butt. I think we need to have a butt off.
What the hell is a butt off? I have no idea what that is.
We'll figure it out.
But well, if there is two people that know the rules, it's you know the rules and he knows the rules. So.
He knows the rules.
Was she mad?
Dude, Alana kind of came down on me.
Well, she called you out. She wants you to get in a thong, dude.
Do you have one?
We could order one. I wonder if Gabby sells a line of.
Does Gabby sell banana hammock thongs?
Would you surf in a full-on thong?
Yeah.
I mean, I filmed
let's
you
do it.
naked.
You did?
Remember? You did. You don't know that I did.
I think Jack was excited we made fun of her.
I know. He's like, finally someone said.
Finally someone said it. Because he's the one who has to film it. He's like,
I know. He's like,
what?
Dun, 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 dun. Whoa.
She's nerd.
Dude,
Look
look
at
at
this
this.
chicks on heels. What? No.
Look at that. With heels.
What?
She's gnarly.
What is that called?
I don't
That's
know.
like a heel touch.
The heels are throwing my brain off. Dude, hockey skating.
Hawk. Tua skating.
Frontside to
What?
fake. Fakey, dude.
Oh, it's a blades?
Dude, he's blading. Kickflip.
Oh!
All right, here we
Is
go.
this the feature?
Heel flip.
Dude, he shreds.
Got check it. Ooh, then he has to melt it to get it back. What's he gonna do?
Really?
Lip slide.
Dude, he skates so good.
5-0.
It's insane.
His buddy's pulling.
He's doing toe-ins.
Table surfing.
Table surfing.
Oh, he just shoved it at a coffee table.
What? That's crazy.
Look at this
He can
guy.
ride anything.
This is pretty.
Give him a table and he'll ride it.
Who is
And
this
he'll
guy?
shove it.
He's
What?
foiling a table.
He's a table foiler.
This guy has totally shut down the table game.
He's really shut down the table game.
Uh-oh, here's a quick shot of Juzzy. Let's get him in here.
Our Dogtown.
Flip.
What?
Chain. Pop out.
Someone pay this man.
That's our weekly shout out to Juzzy Carter. Tail whip, pole jam, chain shack, boom.
If we got the right people behind him,
Dude.
like if Red Bull sponsored him or something, I think scootering could be bigger.
Yeah, I think so.
Because something is more magical. It's like he's like playing Tetris or something.
It's his whole vibe, his hair, his flow. It's very mystique. Uh-oh. Watch this head smack.
So I was watching YouTube and you just stay right here.
Dude, that isn't funny. Poor guy.
So I was watching YouTube and it's pretty easy. You just like go right here.
Oh.
And I'm dead.
Ugh. What is he doing right there? His arms are tired.
Shoebies.
I know
call
what
them
the-
shoebies.
Shoebies?
You know what a shoebie is?
Let me think. I know what a shoey is. You drink beer out of a shoe. A shoebie.
Carry the Y minus.
A shoebie is a shore newbie.
It's someone who walks on the beach with their shoes on.
I've done that.
So people, they're out of towners. They're walking in shoes and they're like, whoa, this is kind of weird.
Dude, you see them, they wear denim and shoes.
Khakis.
They're wearing jeans, they're wearing pants and shoes, and they're walking out to the beach.
And the way they're walking, they're like, whoa. They always say something to each other like, it's kind of hard.
And they always have a terrible sunburn.
Right. What? Come on.
Tray flip. But
Are
dude,
you kidding me? He's got weights on too? He's got weights on everywhere?
yes, they're attached to every appendage.
This guy's insane.
This is like Kelly's brother in Cocoa Beach.
This is how you have to train now to be a pro.
Really? Dude. A pro skater?
Yeah.
Dang.
God, he could clean the world.
Dude, he sucks.
I guess they bring it.
Dude.
God.
Oh, we've done it all.
I know we make fun of gingers, but they're kind of
They're
picking
fun.
it up a notch.
Oh boy, Laird Week.
What?
Dun, dun, dun,
Is
dun.
it Laird Week?
It's Laird Week.
Look at that power stance. Hoorah! God.
The amount of muscles.
I am all that is Laird. It is Laird Week. I am the most dangerous animal in the ocean.
Real quick, look at the length on that board.
Power stance.
Gosh.
Dude, could you imagine me with that power stance? Dude, Laird, can we get you on a shortboard, please?
Put the paddle down.
He can't ride a normal board because he can't not be on top. Like, he needs to stand out.
He's doing it. He looks
And
great.
those muscles, something about holding the...
Oh, yeah.
It's Gabby watching.
Is Gabby watching? I love you,
Do you
Laird.
think Gabby gets fired up when she sees
Oh,
him?
she's so over him.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done with his tricks.
Yeah, his tricks are
She's
good.
like, I've seen all the flexing I need to see.
Give me a smoothie and a good book.
I just want is just a smoothie and a good book, Laird. Clean up the palm fronds out front.
Yeah, go start up the generator.
Laird, can you get the generated starter?
This is another clip of me I never showed you.
Is this you?
Yeah.
You're regular? Oh, you used to shortboard?
I used to shortboard, dude. Look at this guy.
That was actually really hard to do.
I know.
A
And
360 backside like that?
backside with a big old
Plus
belly.
size?
That's a plus side backside spin.
Oh, yeah, that's a plus size backside 360.
I love this guy.
If you ever see someone that can throw down a backside 3
Yeah.
or a backside carving 3, their skill level is top notch.
So what he's doing right here, that shows you instantly that he's good.
Yeah, that's not an easy trick to do.
Do you think the added 80, 90 pounds on the gut helps or hurts?
I think it actually helped because the wind's offshore. So he threw the gut around and it slinged him back down the wave.
Dude, this guy's a genius. Raymana, who's he pushing into waves these days? Are these Make-A-Wish people?
All right, boys. Together, I love you. And go. Go be one with each other.
These look like two accountants from Indiana. What are they?
The way they're...
We don't even have to say anything.
There's nothing to say. It's just admire the beauty.
Look at the guy on the
They're
left.
like penguins.
Oh.
Hey, man. And how they never hit each other, no one knows.
Look at him.
I have nothing to say.
I love it.
Thanks, Kelly.
Kelly gave these two men 10 seconds. Oh.
They got on a plane, flew halfway across the country to stand next to each other like this.
I love it. Wow. Good job, Rumana. Does this taste like a surf trip to you? Punch.
Oh my god. It's like Heading the cloud break with your friends.
I feel like I'm in Chicama, Peru.
Really?
Yeah, after a long day of scoifing.
Little deserty feel.
Long lefts.
Long, perfect lefts.
Your thighs are burning and your
thighs are nice and sore.
You pop in at a freaking West Peak, dude.
You slap into a West Peak. This is made with real fruit juice.
Real fruit juice, organic.
It's gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
2 grams of sugar.
It's so good, guys.
130 calories.
I know.
It's nothing. I heard they won like a bunch of awards.
Well, I think they're because they don't cut corners and they use all the good stuff, dude.
That's why they win all the awards.
Yeah.
I've heard they won more awards than mostly everyone.
Yeah, all the little sparkling spirit people.
They won the most sparkling spirit awards.
Yep.
Where can they go to snap it to a West Peak?
Well, if they live in Santa Cruz, these guys are cranking them out in Santa Cruz. But guys, go to drinkwestpeak.com. Type in pinch my salt to get 20% off.
Oh, that's where they go?
That's where they go.
Can pretty couples make it?
Can pretty couples make it?
I think the biggest problem with relationships is people are too pretty now.
Okay, so like, what do you mean?
I only think marriage works if you're ugly.
I think if you're average.
Average or ugly.
Because I'm average and I'm still...
And you're thriving.
I'm thriving. My marriage is thriving.
I think you have to be ugly to have a successful marriage.
Okay, let's dive into this. What does that mean?
Well, if you're ugly, like, we're good.
What, you're not looking around at anyone else?
Yeah. And no one's looking at me.
It is weird, though. You make my brain think that usually, you know how you see, like, dude, she's way too hot for that guy. Like, we all just get to our average. Mm-hmm. Unless you're rich or, like, yeah. But, yeah, dude.
Like,
we congregate towards each other. I'm a 6. There she's a 6.
Yeah, the biggest problem for pretty people is someone's always out there wanting them.
True.
And there's a huge, like, there's drugs to that. Yeah. There's a big magical wave of feelings out there always. Because each person, a new relationship, is there any better feeling?
I know.
You touch each other for no reason and you get all this extra loving.
Energies.
So if you're married, say if you're pretty and you're married, you go home, that person's sick of you.
I know.
Because they don't see it anymore.
Yep.
It's like they just see you and they treat you like a real person.
Yeah.
And it's just 2 real people surviving.
Yeah.
And when you're pretty, you know someone's out there
always
that can give you the magic.
Yeah, but that magic goes...
I mean, you got 2 years.
Oh, that's how long the magic lasts?
Yeah. But people keep wanting to ride that wave.
I know, and they end up 80.
But then you die, just like the couple dies. True. And you rode lots of waves.
That's true. I don't know, but you see these guys that have ridden a lot of waves, and they always are still searching for that love.
I mean, what's worse, being married to the same person, dying for a wave? You're up for 20 years.
Is it like this, like a guy that never leaves a local surf break? But there's a guy that gets to travel to Tahiti.
Yeah, if you get married, it's like surfing the same beach break over and over and over.
But it's fun. It fulfills you a little bit.
It's okay.
It gets boring.
Like, yeah, life could be way worse. You could have no beach break.
Yeah, that's singlehood. Yeah.
Well, when you're single, then you're at least like, dude, a trip's coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Yeah.
But I'm going to Fiji soon. And just having that just thrill that you could go to Fiji.
Yeah, but you could get like pink eye. Or Montezuma's Revenge, dude. There's a lot of risk.
There's a lot of risk.
You could die.
Pink eyes out there.
You could die.
But sometimes you can die from nothing. Just being so... Just the same thing. You die inside slowly. It's like, how would you rather die? Like a thrill of a pink eye, or
I
just die a slow, boring death.
Same surf break every day.
It's on shore again. It's crowded.
Oh no, yeah.
She's moody.
There's pros and cons to all of it.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know. Maybe ugly people are happier.
Yeah.
Because then it's like I don't even surf anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying my day. The sun's on my face.
Yeah.
And this food tastes good, and I love my children, and I love my wife.
And I'm gonna watch my mysteries. Yeah. So what are you saying? You're pretty?
I'm saying ugly people are happier.
So you're happy?
Well, I'm on the cusp, and it's like...
What would you rate yourself? Are you a Florida 7, 8?
Like, if we're taking away all my personality...
And your aura of surf.
And my pro surfing... And now we're talking about like a good day. I put jojoba oil on and...
Yeah, hobo oil on.
Shaved.
No, don't shave.
Don't shave.
Stubble.
Like, I'm kind of... I didn't put much work in to how I look.
Just an average day.
Like a 7.
I think you're like a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on a good day, you're like a good 8. But dude, you get you in the right day of the beach and
I can be a 9.5.
You could be a 10, baby.
Like some days, yeah, if the sun's hitting me just right. And then if dude, I can make girls laugh.
Oh, that's all you need, baby.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a Florida 4 right now. I'm not scared to admit it, dude.
A Florida 4.
I'm a Florida 4 and a California 2. It's all good.
And you're happier.
I'm good. But yeah, comedy, man, that has got me into some good relationships. That and magic.
No, dude. If you can make a girl laugh.
Oh, it's like, it's a doo bonus points.
When you start tapping in and getting them going, there's no funner feeling.
I know, dude.
Well, what's funny, when you first say if you got them in with the funny, then they hate the funny.
Oh, you're right. Oh, dude, all day, every day. My wife's like, not everything's a joke, Ryan.
Exactly. It's like
I've heard that.
They came in for the comedy and they're leaving for the comedy. It's so weird.
Oh, dude, you're right. Yeah, they get so sick of the comedy. But they still laugh. That's what's funny.
Well, they laugh out of spite.
No, they laugh and they're mad. They're laughing.
Reading a romance novel.
You're right, dude.
When you get married, girls, then all they want is a workhorse.
Guy that can put cabinets in.
Like fix the lamp.
Yeah.
Fix the duct tape.
The toilet's rattling.
That's all they want. And they just want you to walk around being their slave.
Dude, that's why I'm jealous of some of my brother-in-laws, because they're super handy and you know the women love it. That's what they're good at.
Right.
And they're good at putting in this new fence. They're good at laying the tile and doing the grout. So they're stoked.
Do you think their wives love them more?
I think so.
Well, do you think that's why Bobby Lee lost Kalila?
Holy crap. I bet it's very deep and dark.
Part of it.
He can't, because he's a comedian. You're right. All he can do is be silly.
Well, she came in because he's so funny.
He's such larger than life.
Awesome aura.
And then she's like, wait, he plays video games 12 hours a day.
And then he just plays video games all day and makes fun of her. She's like, wait, what?
But I love Bobby. I would date Bobby. Yeah, I think you're onto something, buddy.
Yeah. Maybe we could start a new thing. I feel like, how can we, like some of guys like us, like we don't fix cabinets, but we're funny and we're really good dads.
Yeah.
It's like, is there a second tier of marriage where maybe it's not so intense? Like not 24/7 gig, like maybe like a 10-hour a day thing.
Oh wait, are you talking about redefined relationships?
Yeah.
Oh,
a part-time relationship.
Part-time marriage? A part-time marriage. I don't know. I have to think about that
Because
one.
then they might like you more.
Because you're only there for a couple hours.
You give them the dopamine of the laugh.
Let's laugh.
and
Let's
they're
hang out.
Sweet.
Later. I don't know. That just sounds...
And then maybe they go lay down with their cabinet maker.
Well, then where do we have fun? We go to our cabinet maker somewhere else. The female cabinet maker. I don't know, dude.
You know, it's just, we're not all cut out.
For cabinetry.
Just long-term relationships, they're tough.
I know, dude. it's not a common thing anymore to be like,
Dude.
we've been married for 30 years.
How do we fix it? We got to get uglier. Because if we were ugly and your wife was ugly, then you're straight cruising.
Yeah.
Like I saw an ugly couple on Instagram and they're holding their baby and they're going hiking. They look so happy. Like no one on Instagram nothing in their mind is like, oh, I look kind of hot right now. I'm going to post this. And guys DM them instantly like, hey, what's up? Like kind of hot.
Or they like it and she knows that, he knows that.
Yeah, and the dopamines are...
You're right. We just
But if
all
you're
need
ugly, it's like, I just posted that because I love my kids.
it's not about the butt shot.
And then they go back to their campfire and they just stare at the fire, content.
Yeah.
And they look at their ugly husband. And they're like, you know what? This is great.
He's a great provider. I think you got
We're
it.
too pretty.
I don't know if I'm too pretty.
Think about in the 90s, how many pretty chicks were there? Like 5?
Yeah, they hadn't figured out the hair and the clothes yet.
It was like Britney Spears. Like there was like Jennifer Aniston. There was like 10 Pamela Anderson. There's only like 10 chicks you actually saw during your day on TV or something.
Oh, yeah. Now it's like,
Now you're on their Instagram and like, whoa, there's a lot more than we thought.
there's a girl that works at Target. That could be a model.
Right. Now it's like we didn't know.
Do you think every surfer thinks they're the best surfer in their town until they see footage of themselves? Because in my mind, I've surfed and then I look at the video and I'm like, oh my gosh.
One of the hardest things in surfing is to actually look good surfing.
Right. Because in my mind, when
You're just... You think people are on the beach going, whoa.
look at his style.
Look how good. He was so deep in that too.
And then you cut to it and you're just head dipping.
It takes years. It takes years of filming.
Really, to see yourself?
Yeah, you got to see yourself. And the first time you see yourself in footage, it's just someone kicks you in the stomach.
Yeah.
For days, you're like, oh my God.
I know. Well, it's like walking by a mirror and seeing yourself. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like,
I look like that? Yeah, because every surfer, I remember talking to this guy named Randy, and he was like, dude, I was out there shredding, and I was there, and I saw, I was like, he doesn't know that it was terrible.
that's why I was so jealous of my brother growing up, because his style was so natural.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't even see himself serving, and he looked so good.
So you're saying that some guys naturally can just do it, and other dudes, are you saying you weren't natural?
Mm-mm. It took me years of studying, watching myself on footage, tons of surf skating. No, like to me, where I got to with my surfing, like I wouldn't even say I'm a natural stylist.
Right.
Like
You've worked on it.
yeah, I had to learn the dance. Some people just know the dance.
Yeah.
I had to learn the dance. But what I was good compared to my brother, I was way more athletic.
Yeah.
So I was doing airs and spins and like, I don't think my brother's ever even landed an air. That's how much a core lord he is.
Why does that make him a core lord?
Dude,
Because airs aren't core lord?
no.
Really?
Airs are fancy pants.
Oh, you're right. I've heard you talk about
A
that.
true core lord, if we're talking the highest level of
Yeah.
core lordness, you ride an all white 3-fin board.
Yep.
You have the same wetsuit
Yeah.
for like 10 years.
Smells like death.
You've had the same wax job since you got the board.
Yeah,
And
it's-
you just reapplicate
Covered.
winter, summer, winter.
Covered in pubes.
And you stand up and you just freaking, your calves are so gnarly. No pad, no leash,
Dude.
no sunscreen, just.
Yeah, you got sun cancer, skin
And
cancer.
people see you surf and their mouths drop like, how does he turn so gnarly?
Dude.
That's a true core lord.
No airs.
No worries. So I remember my brother, I did this crazy like corrupt flip. And I was like, "Go!" Stuck it. And him and Brad were on the beach. And my Brad, he said he like dropped his board. He couldn't believe I did that. And he's like, "Did you see that?" And he said, my brother said, yeah, but he could have done a gnarly
Yeah.
turn. And Brad was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Oh, dude.
That was like the core lordness.
Or you just suck at airs.
Well, core lords, we're kind of stuck in our ways. Yeah.
Can you still do airs right now? Like I've seen pictures of you getting airs lately.
Oh, I'm not lying. I did a Flintstone flip
You did?
the other day
Where at?
at the pier.
Dude.
And what's funny, I was jumping on the trampoline so much with Wyatt,
Yeah.
and I was doing backflips and stuff, and like pretending I was holding the board.
Oh, I wish I was there to watch that.
And it was a big offshore day, and I went to live, and I just flung a straight backflip
Dude.
and landed softly, perfect, like, and like rode it out in the whitewater, and like, ugh.
Dude.
I was like, dude, I just did a backflip.
And Pensacola.
If I went to a wave pool and the winds were right,
Dude, let's get you to one.
well, I haven't been to one of them, so it's like, how shallow is? I have a lot of questions, like.
Yeah, Romana, you make Romana drain the pool. Like,
A little deeper. I have the funniest story about my brother.
let's hear it. Is it rated R?
Well, my brother used to live in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And he was rap battling Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, those days in his 20s.
So I was like 12, and he lived at this abandoned restaurant. So he lived. So upstairs, our friend Tyler Greenwell, he turned it into like a livable space.
Yeah.
And then the downstairs was a empty old restaurant with booths and stuff. And YANCY made like this weird room on the back of it, like a studio on the back of that. Nice. So my dad, he took us, we were all going to go surf the Wave Masters in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So he took me and like 5 kids.
Sick.
Like Mikey Payton was with us,
Nice.
Deocho.
Mm-hmm.
So we drive all the way there. And so because there's so many of us, we're sleeping in the booths.
Oh, you were at the restaurant.
Yeah, we're sleeping in the abandoned restaurant downstairs.
That's sick.
So we had sleeping bags. And so we're all about to go to bed, and my dad pulls the Bible out. And he's like, it's time for a Bible study.
Okay, cool.
So my dad's like reading Psalms, and
Yeah.
it gets super deep. I think one kid like gave his life to the Lord.
Nice.
So it was kind of like a bonding, cool spiritual moment.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad's like, all right, boys, time to go to bed. And he flicks the light off.
Yeah. Get in your boots.
And so my brother worked on a gambling boat.
Yeah, casino boat.
Mm-hmm. So it was probably midnight when we all finally went to bed. So YANCY comes back from the gambling boat a little boozed up.
Was he at the Bible study?
No.
Okay.
He didn't know we were coming.
Oh, you guys were just down there.
Yeah, my dad couldn't get a hold of it. This is before cell phones.
Yeah. So your brother's coming home from the casino boat.
Yeah, so my brother doesn't know there's a children's Bible study that just finished. So my brother, he's been drinking on the gambling boat all day. So he brings a chick home, and he doesn't know we're just finished a Bible study. So he's in his room putting in some work.
He's with a girl.
He's slamming, and it is so loud. And we're all little kids. We never even heard.
Yeah, you're like.
And we hear her going, oh, yeah. And we're all like, I remember looking at Mikey, and his eyes were like, oh. And my dad sits up. He's like,
oh, he was down there.
my dad's like, oh. And YANCY, he's banging this chick.
He doesn't know you're.
He doesn't know we're all. And the wall's paper thin.
Yeah.
We're hearing every grunt, every move. And YANCY starts rapping to her.
No, he doesn't.
Swear, dude.
Like Limp Bizkit stuff?
He was in a band called Griswold.
Yeah. We've heard about it.
Which he was trying to battle Limp Bizkit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
rap sexing?
He's putting in work. And he's going, he's like, came off the boat. What do you know? It like saying all this weird stuff that made no sense, trying to impress her, I think.
Yeah. He's working on some of his songs.
And then finally they stop.
Why didn't your dad like
I think he did, but they couldn't hear him because he's putting in major work.
And your dad's like, I'm not going in there.
So my dad is so mad.
Oh,
so
no.
embarrassed.
Oh, dude.
So then we hear my dad finally go and knock on the door. He starts yelling at him. And YANCY's like, oh. And
Dad?
And I mean, YANCY's probably like 26.
Yeah, he's allowed to
He's allowed to bang
Whatever and whenever at that
This
point.
is terrible timing after our Bible study.
What did your dad? Do you remember anything after that?
So he was supposed to come to, my dad paid his entry fee to the contest,
So Yancey's supposed to surf the next day.
right? And Yancey didn't show up to the contest.
He was too tired.
He's too tired and hungover.
He's probably writing raps. Dude.
So I'll never forget the going from Bible study to straight rap. She was screaming so loud.
Dude.
Screaming the gnarliest profanity.
And you're in a booth in a restaurant.
And we're just laying there, little children's.
Dude, did your friends like...
Oh, we were laughing our asses off.
Your brother has lived such a... We got to get him back on and tell so many weird stories.
I was talking to my friend about this. Yancey is a real life Danny McBride character.
Yeah.
Like, he's a real life Danny McBride
I know.
movie character.
I think in the episode we had with him a couple weeks back, we just tapped the surface. We couldn't get through him yet. He wouldn't go.
He
full
wasn't
Yancey.
even telling the stories right because
Yeah.
he's thinking about what would the pastor at the church think?
If we get him in full Yancey, then people will really see it.
Oh, he didn't even scratch the
No,
surface.
it was just like a little glimpse.
like
of
that
Yancey.
story he was telling about
His first tattoo.
his first tattoo.
There's so many more details.
Well, what happened is he was so mad at the girl.
Yeah.
He was dating a stripper.
Yeah.
Her name was Mango. This black chick.
Dang.
So he took her back to her house and did donuts in the front yard. And he's doing donuts, and then he hit like the mailbox or something.
Yeah.
And hit a ditch, and Mango flew out of the car. And he says he remembers mid-flight with Mango. I remember looking at her, he goes, Mango. And he said she had gnarly braids.
Yeah.
He said he remember she was upside down looking at him like, Mango. But somehow they landed in like a bin of hay.
And they were fine. That's the thing is Yancey just survives all this stuff. Would you ever want to fight a guy in flip-flops? You know why you don't?
Because they don't plan on running.
That's why, my friends. They ain't going nowhere. They're going to flip those flops off and square up.
There's certain guys you don't want to fight. It's like they don't talk. Like there's this guy at the gym. He's not super buff. He's not super... But I see him and I'm like, he's the last one I would fight.
Yeah. He's silent.
Yeah, he's so quiet. He doesn't look at anyone. But there's this energy to him. Like, I've seen some things. And he walks around with flip-flops. I didn't think about it.
I was about to say he has flip-flop energy.
He does.
Dude, that's a sign.
And he looks strong as hell. He's not like bodybuilders
Yeah.
like look fancier.
Yeah.
Like wear the right tank tops.
Yeah, take all the right things.
He wears like this fishing shirt he got in 97. Like just
So he's got that flip-flop energy.
he's the last guy I would fight in there.
Dang. How old do you think he is?
Like 40,
Oh, wow. So
which
he's-
is a gnarly.
that's a good age.
Yeah, like you're tapping into old guy
Yep.
strength.
Old guy.
And you're still nimble enough.
Yeah, you just don't want to fight a guy in flip-flops, dude.
In Kelly's head, do you think he pumps himself up? Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Pictures of himself.
Yeah, he looks at trophies like, God, that feels good.
Come, still got it.
Ah, Kelly, put that white wetsuit on and show them what's...
Has he ever filmed himself shaving his head? Has anyone ever seen how he does it? Or does it just never grow? Is it
What if
fully...
he got it lasered off?
Yeah, or does his wife like nair his head at night? I wonder.
God, I wish Kelly would really open up.
What's the first question? If he was sitting right chow, what would you ask him? And you only had one question to ask Kelly.
I would ask Kelly,
I
did you really steal Shane Doran's girlfriend?
And the answer is yes. Just kidding.
No. What I would ask Kelly,
Yeah, what would you ask?
what was Pamela like?
Yeah, that's a good one. What was Pamela Anderson like?
Did you put in the work?
I mean, he dated and one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the face of the earth in the 90s.
One of the most iconic.
Yeah. We kind of forget about that sometimes. I would ask him this. I'd say, Kelly, was it worth it?
I know. Was Baywatch worth it?
Was Baywatch worth it, Kelly?
I think it was.
I'd let him have it.
I think he always talks about he's so embarrassed about it. I'm like, lean into it.
Well, just lean into it, Kelly. I think he got swept into it from his management and this stuff. Like,
That's what he says, but come on, dude.
That's what he says.
You wanted to pull that fruit.
He wanted to see if he could be a celebrity.
I know. Come on.
He wanted to be Brad Pitt of the world.
I know. He was thinking, I'm going to have it all.
I'm going to be the most famous human ever to exist.
Exactly, dude.
And then he saw that episode where he fights a squid in a cave.
He's like, backfired.
Backfired. I'm going to go back to surfing.
Wouldn't we all do it for Pam, though? We would all have done it for Pam.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Do you think Kelly pays his brothers a little bit of money?
Why?
I don't know. They're just like these Cocoa Beach surfer boys. Like, do you think he slips them some dough? Or is it all for Kelly?
I mean, I don't know if Kelly's that rich.
I mean, he owns a really nice house in Hawaii.
I mean, once he sells it.
Yeah, that's true.
He hasn't sold it yet.
You know what to me is? Rich people and poor people, they're all the same. All their money's in their stuff. So they're rich, but it's all like...
Well, also, too, if we're comparing Kelly to, like, major athletes, Kelly probably made $1 million a year.
Yeah, which is insane for me.
Which is insane for us.
Yeah.
But for, like, a gnarly athlete, that's not buku money.
No, that's like a month or half a month.
That's not like... I can just pay my family whatever they need.
True. And it's none of my business.
It never is. Probably Kelly's whole life, he's probably made like 30 to 50 million.
Maybe. We don't know.
And LeBron makes that every year.
Yeah, he makes that with one probably like Gatorade commercial.
Oh, yeah, his Nike contract.
Dude, all the contracts and everything. Dude, you're right.
But he could slip us a couple bones.
Us?
Yeah.
And, we've talked about this.
Sponsor the pods.
Yeah, dude. We'll promote his sandals.
And the sunscreen.
And the sunscreen,
I actually
Kelly.
bought some.
Yeah, Kelly, send us some stuff.
Freaks of nature.
I'll reach out to him.
It works good.
Oh, you like it? You support it?
Yeah.
That's a free ad for him, dude.
And more free.
More free stuff for Kelly. When you're paddling out surfing Sterling, is your brain just void of thought, or are you actually, what are you thinking about when you're waiting for that next set coming in? Like, do you think about your life problems? Are you thinking about some girl you saw on the beach? Like, what are you thinking about? Like, does your mind go blank?
Usually I think about the sun hitting my skin, and saltwater has this vibration to it.
Really?
And I'm just like, oh, I'm so grateful. Like, just feel so grateful. And then I kind of go into Native American mode.
What's that?
Like I'm riding a horse bareback.
So you imagine these things?
No, I'm tapping into that mode.
Oh.
Like when the wave, if it's a little bigger, I get a little more locked in.
Right.
And then I'm just like hunt.
So you're in hunting mode.
Yeah, like I want to freaking destroy the wave respectfully.
Okay.
I'm thinking like, how can I get that carve just right into the pit?
So you're already like mind surfing before the wave comes.
There's kind of no thoughts. It's some will go in and out, but I'm very present.
What about when you were in a contest? Is there a lot of pressure? Obviously there's pressure, but like, is your mind thinking more like, oh gosh, Trevor?
I didn't really know my mind good then, so yeah, it was a little chaotic.
Like Trevor just got a 7.75 and...
Yeah, I would get stuck on weird loops, and sometimes I would be in the right loop. Sometimes certain musics tapped me into the right place, and I always did. The biggest, one of the pro contests I won, I didn't even know I won.
Yeah, you told this story.
Yeah, like
you couldn't hear
so I surfed better not knowing anything.
You should wear earplugs.
But the problem is you should know. You need to know your scores.
Yeah. Yeah, what you need.
So that was me not being able to handle the nerves in my mind. Because it's like you pedal, it's like you hear your dad's voice, like, if you don't win, you're going to college.
Yeah, all that pressure, dude. When you wake up on a morning of a surf contest, you're a pro surfer, you're on the tour. Like, what does that morning look like? Do you show up to some hut? Is there like a really nice green room? Like, how does that look like?
It's surf contests are some of the hardest nerves to control because you don't know what the waves are going to be like.
Yeah.
And we're such moody creatures. Some mornings you'd wake up and you're like, I don't even want to do this. I'd be in such baby mode and like so scared and like,
what am I doing?
And then you get to the beach and it kind of goes away and you're like, okay, I'm tapped in. And
Yeah. I don't even want to do that.
I didn't know anything about diet yet, so I think that was an issue. Like drinking Gatorades and
probably eating like
too much sugar, Fruity
Pop-Tart.
Pebbles, and sugar spikes and rushes. And
yeah, dude.
I really had a hard time handling all the energies. Like the hardest thing about surf contests compared to like a basketball game, in basketball, you're not thinking like, where's the net going to be?
Right. They don't move the net during the game.
Yeah. It's like, but a surfer, you're thinking like, you read the surf report the next day and it's like,
Yeah.
you can kind of have a gist. Oh, it's going to be rainy. It's going to be stormy. It's going to be cold.
Yeah.
Waking up with nerves and all of a sudden it's freezing. You didn't bring the right wetsuit.
Dude.
It's like, I'm like, do I have the right wax? Do I bring the right boards? Are the fins right? Like, is my watch set? Like so many different.
I know, because in a basketball world, if we always go to basketball, you always have the same size court, same size ball, so it's like, it's just no one can relate to it.
Guys who are kind of type A personalities, like they like monotony of just same things. They're good at structures.
Yeah.
Like I traveled with these two guys that weren't even half as good at me.
Yeah.
And they did so good in contests. And it drove me nuts. I'm like, they can't even do a rodeo flip. Like they can't even like do a backside 3 effortlessly like me.
But they had the brain for it.
They had you needed such good structure, and being a good contest server sometimes means you weren't taking risk. You got the 7 every heat. Just 7, 7, 7. If you got a 7, chances are you're going to make the heat.
Right.
Because you're dealing with other guys that are probably way more talented, but we go for a huge freaking air and fall. And
Yeah.
you just got your 2 7s, clocked in, clocked out, going back to my hotel. Good work, boys.
Right. And those are boring people. Consistent, though. They're the salt of the earth, the salt of the surf world.
A lot of the surf, if the WCT back then should have, there's so many guys they should have just let in because they were just so entertaining.
Right. Just
like
for fun.
focus on like viewership.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 40 of them did a tour and then you got 10 that are just like, we need these guys for flavors.
Yeah, to make it interesting.
Yeah, to bring the entertainment. That's why it took Bruce Irons forever to qualify.
Because why?
Because he's an artist. He wasn't a pro surfer. He finally made the tour when he was way later.
Dang.
If they would have just let him on when he was 20, he probably would have shaken things up.
You think he would have won?
No, but I think he would have changed a lot of results at the end of the year. Because he could flare up some heats.
Yeah, dude.
Like do a 10-foot air. And so it's like, I don't know, dude. I just think maybe it should go to like UFC vibe.
I know, we've always go to this. It needs to be freaking high flying action fun, but then you lose the cornwardness.
Like, think about this. Why are we wasting so much time on a long qualifying tour when there's guys that people will pay to watch?
That's true, yeah.
So it's like, here's the people they want to see.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, we got to do this long, boring tour, and they have to go to 20 different locations. The live webcast doesn't even make any money. It's like,
boring.
Let's go straight to the meets.
Yeah, dude.
And make as much money as possible.
Yep. Well, did Jordy just win?
Yeah, Jordy just won.
Get Jordy in
El
there.
Salvador.
Dude, like get all the top dogs and let's have a party.
What I love about Jordy, he's one of the last guys actually surfing right.
Dude, I watched some of his highlights.
Power surfing.
Dude, he looks so, that butt of his.
His butt's so big.
Baseball butt, dude.
His turns are so much.
I know, it's like he has something personal with it.
Dude, Jordy, he's been so much better than everyone for so long, but the tour is so dumb.
Yeah, it probably just,
So many loops and jumps and.
no one wants to do it. Gosh.
Can't we shorten the tour and then butter it up?
Shorten the tour and butter it up.
Invite the guys we want to see that we all know that are the best. Maybe it's not as many contests, and put more money into those contests.
Yeah.
Stakes are higher.
Stakes are higher.
Bump up the quality of everything.
Yeah.
We've been blowing it for so long.
I know, surfing.
Because in the NBA, the top guys that get paid the most, they blow them up.
I
It's
know.
all about them and like.
It's interesting. It's fun. I was thinking about this the other day. The reason why surfing's boring is nothing's going on in surfing. There's no news. There's nothing. Jordy won, and that was cool for a day or two. It's like, then it's like,
There's no drama.
there's nothing happening. Like, let's get some fun stuff to talk about. I don't know.
NBA, there's so much drama.
Dude, there's always like, dude, Draymond Green got pink eye. This guy's doing this.
Draymond Green gave her pink eye.
This is
I know. How is there so much drama?
because people are doing it right. The reporting stuff.
It's true.
Like, there's no like juicy juice. I want to see like paparazzi pics of Kelly with like a midget walking down or something. Like, we need some more fun.
Well, they were just talking about this. In the WSL rules, they're not allowed to say a wave was bad.
Dude, yeah, this
Did
is a
you
big
hear
deal.
about that?
Yes, let's talk about this. They're not allowed when
To
they're like,
criticize anything.
yeah, so you can see clips of like, yeah, we're hoping the winds shift or whatever. They're just not allowed to be negative about it. That's true?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So they have to word everything perfect. So
Yeah.
no one.
So people
So-
don't click away.
So freaking no one gets their feelings hurt.
But what would you want them to say is like, they walk up and go, this is stupid. It's flat out here. What are we doing, guys?
Or be like, he sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Like Charles Barkley does. And then
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, he'll go, he sucks.
Yeah.
And then this podcast is fighting about it. Can he
Yeah.
say that? And then
Yeah.
that podcast is fighting about it. And everyone starts
And
what
it's
he said.
fun.
And then someone else says something outrageous. And then they all every day.
Yeah, and we've talked about this, having you and a few other guys just like be real about surf culture and surf contests.
We got to start a new tour. I know we keep saying this.
Core Tour.
Core tour.
We're going to do it.
And then there needs to be tons of money where the guys on the WSL, they're like, we're leaving.
Yeah.
I can make $1 million. Like,
Yep.
event.
Yes.
We just have to get the engagement up.
We need Joe Rogan to get involved, not because of political stuff, but because he's good at it and he can make it corn. Dana White.
Yeah, we got to build it up, right?
Do you think that it would be a good thing for you to, like, because of your brain injury and also all these other guys that have been involved in surfing that have brain injuries, that there needs to be, I know you made a film, there's been so much said about it, but do you think it's possible to take that even further to help surfers? Like helmets or, do you know what I'm saying?
The problem is helmets look so lame.
I know.
It's like I went through everything and it's still hard me to put a helmet
It's
on.
hard to put a helmet on.
They just look so dumb in the water.
Isn't that funny? You had a gnarly brain injury and you're still like, I don't want to put this on.
I know.
I mean, growing up in skate culture, you wouldn't put a skate helmet on. Never.
They look so dumb.
Why? Why can't?
How can we make them look cool? Put hair on them?
There's no way to make them look cool unless they could be like super thin somehow, but then they wouldn't protect you.
I was thinking of a helmet beanie.
I have seen that in snowboarding. They look like beanies, but then it looks like you have a mega alien head.
What if you put a wig on a helmet? And so you see flowing hair,
Like Rob Machado sells like his own model.
his own hair
Dude,
helmet.
I got a Rob Machado model. and-
Huge dreads.
Yeah, dude. But
Yeah.
regular helmets are just Slater models. Because it's just bald, baby. What is the goal? Like more awareness so that people know that once they've had a brain injury, how to take care of people.
I think when people start acting weird, start acting out,
Yeah.
instead of judging them, we rally around them.
Yeah. But like we've talked about in the past, it's such an unknown world. People don't know how to react. Like if they have cancer, it's like, hey, we're getting a GoFundMe.
I think when like BJ Penn's acting weird,
Yeah.
let's go get him. Like bring people he would listen to. And
Yeah.
let's do this.
Let's heal them up. Let's
put
get
some supplements in their brains.
right. Like who are some guys in the surfing world that maybe in the past you could tell like, oh shoot, they had brain injuries, smacking that water all their
Bruce
lives.
Irons.
Bruce Irons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he went to these.
Anyone that struggles with drug addiction.
Yeah, and he's been to therapy and stuff.
Well, he was open about it. He went down to Mexico and stuff and did like some
Yeah,
new therapies. And he says it helped a lot.
that's awesome.
Like plant medicine.
Plant medicine,
Could be the
therapy.
future of brain health.
Dude, let's get you on Joe Rogan. Who's in the surfing Hall of Shame? Is that a thing?
Like who's been the biggest sellouts over the years?
I don't know. Is there a surfing Hall of Shame?
My dad always complained about Wingnut.
What's that? That's a person?
Wingnut was the guy in Endless Summer.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand Wingnut.
He's in the Hall of Shame in your dad's book.
Wingnut drove my dad crazy because he was in Endless Summer and he was like kind of a good longboarder.
Yeah.
And like Wingnut, instead of like trying to be a gnarly longboarder, he just rode the coattails of the Endless Summer movie.
Oh.
And he just like showed up at events in Aloha shirts and like, I'm Wingnut!
I'm Wingnut, boy.
And my dad was always like, he's not friggin' core.
Dude, this is where you get all your coreness, your
know.
dad, dude.
Corky Carroll drove my dad nuts. Corky Carroll was like a good surfer, but he was like a loudmouth, and he
Yeah.
was always at events talking it up. Like, Corky Carroll here.
So yeah, this is good. Like there's all these characters that were just dorks.
Yeah, I think the people that drive the core world the most nuts is the ones that just don't care about how good they surf. And they just try to capitalize because they did something once. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they keep trying to sell the same rubber
yeah.
surfboards.
Wingnut t-shirts. Yeah.
The 90s, those guys rode and died with
Yeah.
the core.
They were core bores.
The thing is, if you're going to be core, you're going to be poor.
Dang.
And the 90s guys were willing to go all the way.
Yeah.
Like all the Santa Cruz surfers are all core to the bone.
But you're right. If you're gonna stay core, you're gonna stay poor.
You're going to be poor.
That's why nowadays we gotta sell out, dude.
We got to sell out if we're going to cash out.
Yeah, dude. You're right.
Well, Laird, I mean, he's the ultimate sellout.
I love Laird.
But
What did he sell out? How did Laird Hamilton?
well, that's the thing. Like, you got to edit this, right? Because
Yeah.
it always sounds like I'm calling out Laird, but I'm defending him. Laird is the ultimate sellout, but he's the ultimate surfer too.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, I'm going to make money off my life.
I love it.
I rode giants.
Yes.
I document it, and now I'm riding home with it.
Yeah.
And literally everyone did what Laird's doing. He's actually he paved the way.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, like, if we all want to surf for a living, we have to sell out.
It's true. Or you can be a core lord sleeping on a couch somewhere.
That's the thing. Like the 90s guys, they rode it dry.
Yeah, dude.
But they sleep better at night. Like Ben Gravy, he can't sleep at
Oh, stop it. But Laird probably has a Tempur-Pedic mattress. I'm sure he's sleeping just fine.
Well, Laird was so gnarly, he can sleep at night.
Because he knows you rode that big.
I mean, Gerry Lopez sold out.
Gerry Lopez sells
One of
soft
the
tops in Sam's Club or Costco or whatever.
I think Jerry's just so enlightened. He was just like, he's like, I can snowboard to the day I die if I sell these soft tops.
Yeah, I can live my life.
He's like, screw it. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, no one knows where I'm at.
He sold out and now he's snowboarding.
He's a
every
big
day.
snowboarder.
Yeah, I know. And he's loving life.
Weird. I never would think he'd snowboard.
But Gerry actually sold out gnarly when he was younger.
What do you do? Lightning bolts?
The Lightning Bolt company. And he talked about it. Lightning Bolt was like the most core thing ever.
Yeah.
And then they sold it to some guy. They kept their stake in it or whatever. And he just sold the shit out of it.
Made a lot of
It
money.
was in like all tourist stores. And
Yeah.
so Jerry's like, I already did it once. Might as well do it again.
Yeah. Well, dude, you stay core, you stay poor, baby.
I mean, Kelly and Rob are kind of like some of the ultimate sellouts with Firewire.
I mean, if you think about it, like we all need money, want money, we're gonna do it.
Like Firewire, the boards are shaped in Thailand by like little Thailand ladies.
Yeah, Tyler made a video about it.
Yeah, show that.
Cut to that.
Times are hard, board prices are super steep. So, you find some groms in China who can make the boards for cheap. I'm a fool to do your dirty work.
So yeah, we all do it.
Yeah, it's like we're all sellouts.
We're all sellouts, buddy.
What did I do wrong?
I mean, you make dumb thumbnail photos like we talk about.
Is the thumbnails my worst?
I could see people even saying, because you're doing a podcast, like some core surfer could be like, oh, that's selling out.
Yeah, he should be in the gutter.
He should just surf all day and stare at seagulls.
He's not even staring at seagulls.
Do you want to surf till you're just 99.9 years old? You think you'll surf till your last?
I was thinking in my later days, like 70 and up,
Yeah.
I was only going to wear a leather jacket. Like, even if it's summer, I got a leather jacket on. And I only ride, like, wood boards.
Oh, wow. Like the old days.
And I'm balding, like, to
Yeah.
here.
You're thinning out.
But I shave it and, like, put, like, a Japanese tattoo right here and ponytail it.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of walk around, like, I did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Japanese warrior.
Dude.
And so I only ride gnarly wooden shapes.
Like heavy boards?
And I'm still making money off the podcast, the algorithms. But I say I shape the boards handmade, but I got some other guy doing it.
Yeah.
And they're so nice. I like wax them up and they're like, whoa, that's him. That's Sterling.
And you're just a
He
crazy
rode Cyclops leashless.
So
and
this,
I'm still tan enough, so maybe chicks still want me. And I get like kind of gnarly tattoos, like you know the rules.
yeah. So you're wearing leather?
You gotta be in leather. You gotta go full Lenny Kravitz
Oh, I know. Oh, so there's scarves. It's a whole deal.
and have a 6-pack. Like I only eat one meal a day.
Yeah. So you're not super strong, but you're thin as crap.
And I wear boots down to the beach.
So that's what you want to be doing. And I'm filming.
You got a freaking back brace on.
No, by that point
Never.
I'll have a drone flying me around.
I'm thinking we get you on a Ozempic,
Oh my god.
testosterone, and you're kind of like went the other direction, like super buff and gnarly. Just took drugs to get you there.
Sterling, what was your favorite part of your surfing career? What is the favorite part looking back on your career? And you still have a lot ahead of you, buddy. What was your favorite part of your surfing career? Do you have a favorite season, a favorite time?
I think it was like 2009. Billabong was at its peak.
Ooh.
And one winter in the house, it was Andy, Taj, Joel, Donovan, Aki,
No way.
Shane Doran. And I had the most killer room. I had one of the most killer rooms in the house.
The Billabong house in Hawaii.
It was like max premium. And Andy had me making fun of Kelly. I was Andy's number one.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah, you're
making
working
fun
for
of-
Andy.
And we were filming Still Filthy.
Dang.
And like it was super gnarly if you're working on a part. That was when like, oh, I'm working on a part right now.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, dude, I saw some of your footage. I heard you landed a rodeo. I'm like, yeah.
So you're working at a part. You're with all these freaking legends at the Billabong house. Andy
Dude,
Irons
it was
hates Kelly.
so legendary. If we would have had Instagram then,
Dude.
That's-
Shots of you and Andy like photoshopping.
and I remember at night we were dancing so hard. We'd have the gnarliest dance battles. I remember me and Luke Egan.
Yeah.
He was drunk as a skunk,
Yeah.
and we were dancing so hard.
Dude.
I remember he taped. I had like a picture in a magazine. He cut it out and taped it on my chest. And I was
Then
dancing.
you're partying, dude.
Dude, every night we were dancing so hard, and we were staying at Pipeline. We were kings, dude.
Yeah.
We were literally kings. I remember I shaved a mustache with chops.
Just to do it.
I remember we all went surfing Pipeline naked.
Nice.
We were all just like, we're going streaking.
Yeah, we're going
Meet
streaking.
me at Gums. We're going to paddle out of Pipeline. We're all butt naked
So life was
in the
good.
moonlight, just throwing taint. I remember freaking Jordy was on Billabong.
Yeah.
I remember he did this huge tail blow butt naked. And I saw
Dude.
his dong in the wind.
Wow.
Just like, whoa.
So that was it. Your face. I mean,
Oh
that
my God,
doesn't
dude.
get much better than
That
that.
year. And I was staying full time. Like those guys, like they stayed like 4 months. I was
Yeah.
there the whole year. Remember that year? And
Just
like,
living in a Billabong house.
I remember the Tony Moniz family would come and like have big roast at night. We'd cook a pig, bury it, cook the pig, play the ukulele. We'd play dodgeball across the street.
Dude.
Freaking, I remember took Jamie O'Brien out in dodgeball and everyone picked me up. Dude, I won the gnarliest dodgeball
Against
tournament against
Jamie?
Jamie O'Brien.
Dude.
Earned Dave Wazzle's respect. I remember me and Aki, one day we went on a secret trip to the east side. He's like, I know the secret wave on the east side, mate.
Right.
And we went, and he was shredding so hard on this ledge. It's like, I'm like, dude, me and Aki are just putting in work right now.
Dude, so that you were, what age were you in 2009? Like 20? You're probably like
22.
Yeah, so you're in your freaking young, youthful days. You could do anything all day, every
Oh my
day.
gosh. I remember I got a bomb at back door. Like, I couldn't believe I made it. Like, almost died. I remember, like, walking out of the beach, like, walking back to the house. I remember this guy, Sasha Stockter. He was the team guy in Australia. He's like, man, I didn't know you charged like that, mate. You earned stripes in my book, mate. You know, he's like, what do you want? I'll give you anything. I was like, I want to go to Tahiti. He's like, we're going to Tahiti, mate. And then you drink all night and talk about the wave, like, oh yeah. And then I remember Rasta came up and we're like cooking chicken. He's like, y'all are really eating chicken?
Because he's a
Y'all are
vegetarian.
really doing this? He'd always make me feel guilty. He's like, how's that flesh you're eating, mate?
Flesh?
He'd be like, you're eating fucking flesh, mate. Dude, I remember Wade Goodall was there, freaking my homie. Like,
Dude, so many names you're throwing out.
oh my God, it was insane.
I know, it sounds like a dream world.
It was insane.
Dude.
Dude, Wade was shredding so hard, but he was so core. He would just lay in the house like, I'm too fucking nerdy, like, smoking cigarettes. Like,
Yeah, dude. And you're in the Billabong house.
and then we had the freaking Pipe Masters going, and I like freaking cut my bangs and like did the webcast with the boys. Me and GT on the webcast, just freaking chucking it up. Like,
Dude, so that was the best part of your career. I mean, it doesn't. How much better could it get?
and I remember Still Filthy came out. And we had this huge premiere in San Diego. And I remember like walking out on stage with freaking Andy, like, what's up?
Dude.
And then it was Andy, Taj, and Joel. And then and then the other side were just a bunch of kooks. That was like Wade, TJ Barron.
So your life at this moment was living in a Billabong home, surfing, filming a part, eating, drinking, partying, dancing, dodgeball.
It was insane. It was the most privileged life you could ever ask for.
Yeah, and you were loving it. At that point in your career, were you in love with surfing or were you in love with the lifestyle?
I was still in love with surfing. Like, putting in so much work. I remember I go to Rocky Point and bust these gnarly 360 spins, and like I won like $5,000 one year.
Dude.
Dude, it was killer. It was the peak of the cornice, and like our board shorts were terrible. They're long.
Yeah.
Our shirts had so many logos.
Yeah, logos.
Logos. But it was sick. I
know.
rode for Locomotion still. Freaking.
Yeah, who were you sponsored up by? Billabong?
I rode-
Local?
I rode from Locomotion when I was like 7. I was like 25.
That's wild.
And I loved Locomotion so much. Every year I did this autograph signing on the sell side, and it was to this special all Hawaiian school.
Oh, rad.
And they loved me because like I was so silly. But dude, signing autographs at an all Hawaiian school,
Yeah?
the freaking names they threw out.
Oh, my gosh.
This is my son, Ke Muku, Ke Alani, Ke Muku, Ke Pono.
And you're like,
I'm like, can you spell that? Like, K A H A K Alani. And they'd be like, you spelled it wrong. And I'm like, and I tear it up, start over.
Was it a picture of you surfing?
Yeah, it was like we had these Billabong posters back in the day.
Dude.
So it'd be like all of us on it.
There's some old Hawaiian kid right now that still has it on as well.
Yeah, probably. I put in some serious work at that school.
Dude, wow, man. Well, that's
sick, dude.
Dude, well, I think
But it was so hard getting chicks back then.
Well, you were always
There's
dating
only like 3 on the island.
3 chicks? Mm.
Worth a hoot?
Oh, 3 chicks worth a hoot.
Well, you couldn't scroll through Instagram.
Wow. Well,
and back then, there was less tourist season things happening. Or
just a different time.
Instagram, you could be like,
and find them now.
and they find you, and it's like, oh. But then, like, you'd see one, and freaking Dustin Barker would bust out of the...
Take it.
Dustin Barker would bust out of the woods, like, don't you fucking look at it.
So you were too...
He's like a gnarly UFC guy. Like,
well, dude,
you had to import them.
Right. In my opinion,
They're not as hot.
Your brightest days are ahead, Sterling.
Oh, we're killing it, dude.
That was sick. Well, guys, thanks for watching. We love you. Sterling, we got to take a thumbnail pic. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Please love it. Please comment. Bye.
How's it? Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinch my salt.